It's official, guys. The UK government has made some changes to UK immigration rules and some certain visa category. These changes will affect different visa category like the study visa, the skilled worker visa, the youth mobility visa, the global talent visa, and some other visa category. This rule has come into effect 17th of July 2023. So guys, you need to stick with me to the end so you can get the full information about UK immigration and the changes that were recently announced. Information, as you all know, is paramount, and the rate at which the UK immigration keep changing their rules every now and then call for a regular update about UK immigration and latest happening in the UK. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, in this channel I give latest information about UK immigration, skilled worker migration, and study abroad. If this content look like something that interests you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give a thumb up so YouTube can recommend this content and so many persons will benefit from the information I'm passing across. A lot is happening in the UK, and if you've been following my channel for some time now, you find that I bring up latest updates, all the changes as relates to UK immigration rules. Net migration in the UK has reached the highest in the history of the country, and the UK government is coming up with different measures to see how the number of migrants coming to the United Kingdom is reduced. Statistics released in June 2023 shows that net migration has reached the highest in the history of the United Kingdom. This has also necessitated the UK government to come up with different measures to see how the net migration will be reduced. Net migration in the UK has also affected some sectors like the housing, the NHS, and schools. Some of this public facility has been overstretched because of the increase in net migration in the UK. The rate at which the UK immigration changes its rule of late, it's becoming rampant. That is why you need to stick to this channel to get all the latest information about UK and UK immigration. Because if you're unable to get the right information, the information you have today, tomorrow might not be applicable. So you need to always update yourself with the right information to enable you get your migration plan on a right footing. So guys, on the 17th of July 2023, the UK government passed into law. That's why I said it's official. It was passed into law that international students schooling in the UK can no longer switch from Tier 4 student visa to Tier 2 work visa while they are still studying. This is no longer a rumor, it's no longer being a proposal, but it has come into effect 3 p.m. 17th of July 2023. International students can no longer switch from Tier 4 student visa to Tier 2 work visa until the end of their course date. For you to be able to switch from your Tier 4 student visa, you must meet a certain eligibility criteria before you be able to switch from your Tier 4 student visa to your Tier 2 work visa after the completion of your study. This was contained on the Statement of Change that was recently released by the UK government on the 17th of July 2023. Let me display part of the Statement of Change that talked about the eligibility criteria for international students to meet before they can be able to switch from their Tier 4 student visa to a work visa at the completion of their study. If you are currently in the UK on a student visa, you must also meet one of the following requirements. You have completed the course you were sponsored to study. Your job start date is after your course has finished. You have studied for a PhD for at least 24 months. The points are quite clear, but let me throw some light on it for those who are not familiar with some of these terms, right? For you to be able to switch from your Tier 4 student visa to a work visa, you must first of all complete the course of study you are sponsored to come and study in the UK. So many persons doesn't know that for you to come here to study in the UK, the school that gave you admission are your sponsor, right? And that will form part of their compliance if you did not complete your course of study. If you read the Statement of Change down, you find out it also talks about compliance. So if you did not complete the course of study that you came to study here in the UK, that will count against the school in terms of compliance. So for you to be able to switch your visa as a student to a work visa, you must first of all complete your study. It also talked about your job start date should be after your course has finished. Take for instance, if your course is supposed to finish 1st of December 2023, your job start date must not be any date lesser than 1st of December 2023. It can be from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, right? But anything lesser than that will result to your visa being denied because it's clearly stated that for you to switch from your current visa to a work visa as a student, you must first of all finish your course of study. If in the event that while studying you're able to get an employer that is willing to sponsor you, you have to tell the employer to hold on for a while or post date the date on your start date before you can be able to use the certificate of sponsorship to what? Make application for your visa. And your job offer letter must also state the postdated date after the completion of your course of study. Anything shortfall of that will result to your visa denial because it's clearly stated that this new policy has come into effect 17th July 2023. So guys, you need to take cognizance of this. I know so many persons have been calling, so many persons have been trying to get clarification on this, but it's official. You can no longer switch from your student visa to a work visa while you are still studying. And this affects all students that are currently studying in the United Kingdom, not those who are expected to come in September or January next year. If you've not completed your course of study, you can no longer switch to a work visa until your course end date before you can be able to switch your visa class. The eligibility criteria also apply to PhD research students who are on 3 years research program. Before now, if you're on a research program, you can switch from tier 4 student visa to tier 2 work visa after 12 months of study. But now it has been changed to 24 months before you can be able to switch from your tier 4 student visa to a tier 4 work visa. So if you're a PhD student, you need to take cognizance of this. You cannot switch your visa while you are still studying until after 24 months of your study before you can switch your tier 4 student visa to a tier 2 work visa. The UK government is bringing up different measures to see how net migration can be reduced by trying to make the UK less attractive for migrants. It was recently announced that visa fee will be increased, IHS fee will be increased, the amount employer need to pay for skilled worker, right, will also be increased. All of these are measures in a bid to see how the UK is less attractive for migrants to come in. Also, the post-study work visa is also on the line because it's part of the recommendation made by the new conservative to the UK Prime Minister that post-study work permit should be scrapped. And with the recommendation of the post-Brexit reconciliation that allow EU citizens to come into the UK for an initial 2 years to work and reside there in the UK without visa, that will also be a threat to the post-study work visa. So guys, if you're planning to come to the UK to study, you need to put all of these factors into cognizance. Student dependent will not be accompanying students to the UK effective January 2024. The post-study work visa is being threatened based on the recommendation made by the new conservatives. So guys, you need to analyze all of these factors before you think of coming to the UK. If you felt it worth giving a try, then you can. But you need to put all of these factors into cognizance to make an informed decision because effective January 2024, you can't be able to come into the UK as an international student with your student dependent, right? With the recent immigration rules that students can no longer switch from their tier 4 student visa to tier 2 work visa until after the completion of their course of study. With the proposal by the new conservative to the UK Prime Minister to scrap the post-study work permit that allow international students to stay back in the UK after the completion of their course of study to work and gain UK experience. If this is no longer there, then what will be the need for an international student coming into the UK to study and return back to their country? So you need to put all of this into cognizance before you make your final decision. We've come to the end of this video. You can like the video so YouTube can recommend to a wider audience and so many persons will get this information and passing across. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please you can hit the subscribe button and share with all your contacts. See you in my next video.